Okay. My tutorial today is on the MPK Mini, made by AKAI Professionals. Um, the tutorial will be on how to assign your pads into your sequencer. Okay. And at the same time, splitting your pads from your piano keys. So it only plays one sound. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start this over from nil so I can show you step by step on what to do. Okay. All right. First of all, you're gonna want to keep, or better yet, put from the menus of option to your MIDI option. See right there where it says Omni Preview Channel. That has to be on one. Okay. If it's on two, it's not gonna play right. If it's on nothing, it's not gonna play right. The best way to figure out what keys are aligned to accurately match the pads to your step sequencer is by first playing the piano keys first and matching them to the notes that pops up in the top left corner. Do you see how the notes are popping up? You got C4, D4, E4, F4, G4, A4, B4, and C5. Now, those are the first 8 pads. Well, 8 keys, since we're trying to match the 8 pads. You got 8 pads for every sound bank. The first sound bank is green, second sound bank is red. We're gonna work on the first sound bank first. So, with that being said, like I said, the first thing you want to do is go to options, go to MIDI, make sure that your Omni Preview MIDI channel is on one. Okay. Now after that, you want to go to your MPK MIDI editor. All right. Now, what you want to do first is, and this is very important to remember. Do you see how your note, your first beginning note is C3? Okay, that's the first note that plays the first square. So if you know your notations, it goes C3, D3, E3, F3, G3, A3, B3, and C4. Okay, so with that being said, what I'm going to do is load up the actual preset that I have already, which can give you a better, clearer view of what I'm talking about. See? And if you want to take a pause of the video, you gladly can. Make sure everything is on toggle. Okay? So you got C3, D3, E3, F3, G3, A3, B3, and C4. All right? Now, keep this as a reminder. The keypad controller's MIDI channel must always be on 2. All right, if it's not on 2, it's not gonna function properly. If you so happens to change your transpose or your octave from the keyboard, anything that you change from over here, you have to send it through your RAM. Okay? Your programs are for your squares. All right? So it's RAM, programs, squares, your keys. If so happen that you change the transpose and your down note change, which is the first note, which is play the first square, the first velocity pad, you want to start from that note and follow the notation down the line. Okay? That's how it's going to work properly. So with that being said, everything's set up to a T here. All right? I'm going to show you an example on how to render it. You send everything to your program. This will pop up. You make sure your input is on MIDI, MPK2. You make sure your output is on MIDI MPK2. You apply them, press OK. Then you send the signal to RAM. Now, as you can see, I have the arpeggiator on this certain preset. As you can see, it's not on my keyboard. I'm about to press the click RAM, send it to RAM, and it's going to automatically send this preset to the keyboard. Okay. Now the light's lighting up. That's how you know that you sent that information properly to your MIDI controller. All right, so we're going to click out on this. Okay, we're going to open Fruity Loops 11. All right. Now, mind you, before anything possibly happens with making the sound through the squares, I'm going to show you how it sounds with the one off the Omni preview. We're going to bring that up, and these are the squares. Here, just different tones of the kick. That's it. But it's the same thing with your piano. Okay, I'll take your projector off so you can hear it right. Going back to my options, going to MIDI, and putting that back on to 1. It's 2. Putting it back on 1. I'm going to show you the first 4 pads. Okay, that's the first 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Like I said, it's 8 in each bank. So we're just going to just drag in some simple sounds. Show you how this works.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Okay. Now we're gonna play all 8.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Okay. Do you see it? That's the first 4.
I know you're gonna dig this.
That's the last. Okay. We're gonna actually show you on the keys too.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Okay. That's simple. Run it right back by you again. All right. First step. Options. MIDI. Put your Omni view on 1. Second step. Go to your MPK Mini editor, and you change these pads into the notation where the down note begins. Since the down note here, I didn't change the transpose, I didn't change the octave, so it remains C3. So this would be the first square, second square, third square, fourth square, fifth square, sixth square, seventh square, eighth square. Once you get the notes of those 8, you apply those notes to the first 8 squares. That's what I did in my preset. After you do that, you send it, approve it through MIDI, through the Mini MPK, okay? And then you send it to RAM. Once that is done, you will want to save your preset. Just in case it gets wiped back out, you'll want to start all over again. You go to save, you name it, whatever you want to name it, save it. That easy. But remember, if your down note changes from C3 to any other note, you will have to start from that note and to continue the notation. That's how you're going to keep all 8 pads in sync.